Hi everybody, it's Annette from The Art of Intuition, and today we're going to talk about if it's okay to not want to be around other people. Now, this can be a little tricky because if we remember, everyone is an aspect of us. So even people that really get on our nerves are only getting on our nerves because they're an aspect of us we're trying to transcend. We're trying to move that energy out of us. The part that's matching them, we're trying to get rid of them, in a sense. Trying to get rid of that, which sometimes means gets rid of them. So let's look close. You can usually tell after a while when people show up what aspect you're being. It's a very fun game to play. I know when I am angry and I want someone to vent to and I'm in a very clearing energy, this person always shows up. Phone rings. If I haven't heard from this person in 3 or 4 months, it doesn't matter. They always show up when I am in that energy. There are other people that show up when I'm in a real lack energy. Another person I know always shows up. So look who shows up, especially who don't show up that often, because that's probably a good way to identify it. Especially when you start really looking at these energies, you can identify who people are to you, what aspect they are to you, and why they show up. Now, when we ask the question, is it okay to not want to be around these people that, let's say they're starting to get on your nerves, because you're trying to transcend the aspect, you have to look at why you don't want to be around them. If you don't want to be around them because you understand that you're trying to transcend it, it's okay. It's okay to not want to be around them. If you don't want to be around them for a more ego-based reason, like you feel angry at them, that's a little different energy. And that can be an energy of they're not doing what I want them to do, and I don't want to be around them. See the difference? It's important to note the difference of why you don't want to be around someone. There's going to be times during this journey where you just do not want to be around some people at certain times. And they could even be people that are higher aspects of you. And you don't want to be around them. I know for me, when I am in a very high aspect of myself, I am in a glowing aspect, some of my highest, most beautiful aspects, people avoid me like the plague. I can be in a place and I will not be seen by anybody. And some people who will always, I feel like they always want to interact, will not interact with me at all. Complete avoidance. Because they don't want to be enlightened. If you're in an enlightening aspect, and that's the aspect of that point you're embodying, someone who doesn't want to be enlightened doesn't want to be around you. They won't even see you. It's not even personal. And I don't even take it personal. They don't want anything to do with me. And that's okay. Because at that moment, I don't want anything to do with them either. Because we're at such different places, we can't even be in the same space. It doesn't matter. Now, it's possible they can shift, and they can bring a higher aspect of themselves, and then we can have a talk. Or I could shift and get in a different aspect of me and meet them somewhere here, but we don't do that. We don't go small, and we don't dim or light, and we don't go down. And I don't mean up or down. I even hate to use that word because it sounds like we're talking about levels. They're up, they're down. It doesn't really matter, but just for the sake of this, because there really is no higher or lower. It's just not a match. And if I'm in a high aspect of myself and they're not matching that, anything I would do to initiate a conversation would be bringing me to a different aspect of myself that doesn't need to take part at that level, at that space. It's just not the best space for me. So yes, it is okay to not want to be around people. And there are lots of times in this journey where you don't want to be around anybody, especially when you're tuning and you're clearing something. Someone's triggered you and you don't want to be around people. Actually, that's the best time to not be around people. And I will tell people, if you've just been triggered and you're upset, get away from people, because you can't see anything clearly when you're upset. When you're clearing energy, whether it's sadness, anger, grief, it doesn't matter what it is. You're trying to clear the energy from your body so you can be enlightened more. You cannot be enlightened at the same time you're clearing. You cannot do it. One process leads to the other. You clear, you enlighten more. You clear, you enlighten more. That's why people come around. They help us clear, we enlighten more. That's their purpose. You can't do both at the same time. Don't try to do both at the same time. If you get upset, if you get triggered and you can't see which way is up, get away. Get away from everyone. It's not personal. You don't even have to be mean about it. You can just leave. I gotta take a moment for myself. That's what I'll always say. I gotta go. I got something else I gotta do. Then you can go deal with yourself and see what set you off. Was someone being completely disrespectful? Or did someone just do something I didn't like? If someone did something to me that was disrespectful, that's one thing. And that's one way to deal with that. Did someone do something or not do something I wanted them to do? That's a different energy. That's my ego. I'm mad you didn't react the way I wanted you to react. You didn't do what I wanted you to do. That's why I'm mad. Now I gotta look at me. So look at why you don't want someone around. It's always beautiful to want to be by yourself, because a lot of this journey you have to be by yourself, and that's fine. But look at some reasons why you don't want to be around people and start identifying when people come in. It is a very interesting game to play, and you'll always know what aspect you are when these people come in. And then when you see the aspect you are and these people come in, you can shift out of it as soon as you see it, because if it's a person that comes in when you're in a lack aspect, you're like, oh, I don't want to be here, then it's very easy to shift out of it because you see it. Okay, take a look. Why do you not want certain people around in general? And keep practicing the art of intuition.